Yo, welcome back to Pokemon LeafGreen with Justin. As I'll be showing through some quick clips, we had a couple team members evolve. Dream evolved into Gyarados, which was intentional. Biggie Cheese also evolved into Raticate. That was not necessarily intentional. I was trying to keep it around 19, but in my attempt to train up both Dream and then Popstar, I ended up needing to switch into Rattata a little bit too often, which ended up leading to it evolving, so now it's going to have to take a bit of a backseat to let the rest of the team catch up. In addition to being a little bit ahead of the rest of the team, they're a little bit ahead of where I exactly wanted them, because we're very quickly coming up on being a little bit high level for the Gary fight at the end of the SSN, and I'm going to try to mitigate against that by only going into rooms where we can get items. Although, to be fair, most of the time, a room where we can get an item has mandatory fights. So for instance, this room, we're just not going to bother with that fight, because the money, we have the Versus Seeker now. We do not need the... shoot, this guy turned. But it's okay. Because we're gonna, like I said, do any of the fights that are mandatory for items, and we'll try to make sure that as much as possible the experience goes on to the members of our team that are not already approaching being higher level than Gary's entire team. You may also notice the absence of Mr. Nito. I put him in the Pokemon daycare to replace Dream, since I knew that the plan was to always pull Dream out around when we were hitting level 20, which I just at the time I didn't think it through that was going to be the very next episode anyhow. So, let's see. Magby, I can switch to Angry for this. So, unfortunately, Dream does not know really very much good. Fortunately, I did teach it Water Pulse, but its physical attack is significantly higher than its special attack, and it doesn't learn any stab flying moves by level up, so yeah, Gyarados is actually going to be a bit more complicated an issue than I was initially anticipating. And the item was TM40 Aerial Ace. Well, I mean, if I could teach that to Gyarados, but I'm almost dead certain it cannot learn that. No, cannot. However, that might be a decent move for one of you two. What would I We'll hold off on that for now. Probably on our poison type, because that resists fighting. Alright, thought this was another mandatory. Alright, and Carboss. That's speed, correct? Whoops, that's my trainer card. Yes. Probably another one into Rockington. Nope, no action here, no point. This guy probably doesn't fight us anyhow. Charcoal will be interesting if we get a fire type, which we haven't encountered yet, but there's still quite a bit of game to go. Ooh, protein, now that is definitely something. Rockington. You know what? I'm probably just going to go ahead and pour all of those stat items into Rockington. Doesn't look like you've got an item in there, so goodbye. Don't really need a heal at the moment, and I should have remembered that that's what that room was. Shoot, mandatory, but no item, it would appear. Yep, just to make sure there's no items in there, but indeed there are not. Hold on. Yeah. Indeed. No. There is... Looks like maybe I can get away with only... Oh, yes, that's it. So we can get away with only one fight. Alright, and it's a single bell sprout, so... Resist this. Hold a crit. And dig is neutral, but... Well, and unfortunately dig will unfortunately... Now, I was gonna say and dig will let me dodge a turn of damage, but now it will indeed not, because Wrap is still going to do some damage. There's 21 on Angry. Sure, focus energy in exchange for, well, drop Scratch, then we lose our low damage move, so I'll probably drop Low Kick. Right, so now I can just slip through here to get Snatch, you say? I was about to say, how's that different than Thief, but then I remember, right. Thief steals an item. Snatch is a priority move that attempts to steal a, what is the term? A status move. So, for instance, if you try to use, if your opponent uses, if you use Snatch, you have priority, and then if your opponent tries to go for a self-boosting move like Defense Curl or Shell Smash, something like that, you'll steal the bonuses. And, like, you won't just copy them, you will get those bonuses, and they will not. Alright, wait, that's interesting. So, one somewhat competitive usage of that, more likely to appear, well, that's not something I want, is to, alright, once again, these somehow end up all being flutes, I think. Well, not all, but I think last time most of these were flutes as well. Snaps out of confusion. If that's not one use, that's not bad. Right, Cleanse Tag will be interesting, certainly on, like, water routes. But, as I was saying, when Xerneas uses its signature move, Geomancy, that's a really big stat buff, and being able to snatch that is, like I said, somewhat competitive. There's, honestly, you're usually better off just going for Taunt, but considering Taunt just prevents them from getting the boost and instead Snatch lets you get that boost, you do have to be a Pokemon that can make use of a Geomancy boost, but, so, special attacker, in other words, but, you know. Is there an item? Yes, there is. And it does not look like I can get by, yeah, I was gonna say, unless this spot works, towards the back of the party. Whoop. There. 2, 79, 93, 93. Alright, so you go back, and everyone else is already in proper order. Alright, so we'll have to fight this guy here. And the item is an upgrade. Well, that's a bit of a shame. Pretty sure that's completely meaningless with Impossible Evos turned off. Or fixed, rather. Yeah, I was gonna say, so assuming I can slip by you, I just have to fight you. Suppose technically I could have just chosen the balloon. I could have slipped by on the right and just fought her, so... Alright, Pidgeotto. Well, it's most excellent for Rockington anyhow, so let's do it. Move first. But I knocked you out, so whatever. Right, and there's a 21, so we can definitely afford to go ahead and switch out. I think not. No. Although, it would be an interesting clause to include that if you use self-destruct, it doesn't count as a death. Because it would still come with some... Oh shoot, it's a fear, so I kind of really... is there anyone else I can afford to switch to? Probably Popstar. Popstar learned the role, that's why I'm making this switch. But we're not making that rule change, so no, we're just not going to learn self-destruct. We'll go ahead and do the whole defense curl. See, excellent. So because it went for Lear, we are in the most advantageous position to go ahead and use the defense curl setup, because if you use defense curl, then roll out immediately after. Rollout will treat the previous turn as though it was the first turn of rollout. So we get to start on turn 2 of rollout, doing that much damage. And then we get our third turn. Not that Q-Charm can activate on the remaining attacks, but whatever. Oh, and it only got 2 anyway, and I was gonna say, unless we miss, this is a knockout. And I think this was the last Pokemon he had. If it wasn't, whoever else comes in is straight up dead to another rollout, but I think that was his last Pokemon. Yep. For those about to rock, he salutes you. Which was us. Dream. All our 21s toward the back of the party. Item is a white herb. Alright, 2 more. We'll head back, heal, and is there... And finally... Nope. Alright, so we'll heal. Gotten all the items we can get. We've gotten all the experience I want to get before taking on Gary, because otherwise it'll start putting a lot of our Pokemon too high leveled. Alright. Besides, we have probably the entirety of Lieutenant Surge's gym that we're also going to clear before proceeding to Surge. Because of the way that his puzzle works, it's just not worth it to try to dodge the trainers as well as do the puzzle. So, and you have to do the puzzle, so might as well dodge, or might as well take on all of his trainers. Alright, team of 4. Starts with a Bulbasaur. Alright, Seance Essence. I don't think you can do anything to Dream. But in return, well, depends. Are we faster? Yeah, alright, we might as well fish for some flinches. Yep, exactly like that. Alright, Leech Seed, an interesting move. We can switch if needed, otherwise it should be fine. Yeah, it's not enough to outpace our bites, assuming we get a couple of flinches in there. Oh, although he then goes for Sleep Dive. Okay, now we need to switch. That is a frustrating setup. Actually, do not have an Awakening. I can snap out of Confusion. Less likely to appear, so we do not have... It's only the actual Poke Flute that allows you to wake people up. Maybe we do have an Awakening. Oh, yep, there it is. Put on the Awakening. Well... even have, it would be best to switch in. Down wouldn't be great. Well, I was gonna say, it would, on the one hand, maybe it'd be best to fight through it with, yeah, let's go ahead and fight through the sleep. We'll heal once we get to 20 points below, which is 52, which is after this effect, probably. So heal on this next turn, which will also pass another turn of sleep, and another turn of stinking whatchamajigger. It's frustrating, but I probably should have potioned this turn. Yeah. Divine Whip, it's resisted. Probably go for another potion this turn then. Alright. Then Yes, this is burning turns of sleep, but it is not doing so particularly advantageously. And we indeed did not actually wake up this turn. He's doing nothing with anything except a stinging leech seed. One more turn of attempt at... Alright, yep, we're switching out now. This is just going to absolutely nowhere. Bulbasaur's a pain in the butt. Alright, well, switching to Lisa. She's not gonna have just a lot she can do either. Double kick's resisted, but at least poison is neutral. So Sludge Bomb will do some... Oh, nice! That is the power of not being resisted. Alright, there's 21 for Lisa. We'll probably just leave Parasect, you say. You know what? Second burst, same as the first. Use Fire type. Could be a flying trainer lasted Cerulean. He is really switching things up. There's the Clefairy, he's not switching. Let's go ahead and... Well, same level as Angry. And we'll let Angry take it since she could use double kick, but he'll get stabbed from Karate Chop. Ha! You missed. Oh, never mind! Vital Spirit! Oh, you are the perfect counter then! Oh, you would have been decent against... Well, I mean, you seem still a bit of pain. Actually, yeah, the ability to ignore... Ah, Ivysaur. Well, in that case, no, we will stay out, since I'm guessing I can predict its strategy. Probably the exact same. So, unfortunately, it will resist fighting, but if we can get... Yeah, so all it can do is Leech Seed, though, because if it tries to Sleep Powder me, I will ignore. So we will kind of need some big crits in order to take this down. Oh. Or you could do that. Shoot. Yeah, between those two, I can't afford to stay in. Nuts. Switch back to Lisa. Alright, hopefully we can get another big KO with a Sludge Bomb, maybe? A little bit higher special defense, or physical defense, this gen. Alright, that's not going to be enough to save you. I will destroy you with my next Sludge Bomb. Alright, a little bit frustrating, not particularly dicey. Our levels were a little high for it to be any real threat, unfortunately. But whatever. We have a gym coming up that I think we are at just about the right level for being that proper level of challenging versus capable. Right. Somebody poisoned. That's why we have antidotes on hand. Grab a heal before proceeding away. Ooh, who are we going to teach cut to? I don't know. Let's see who's available even. It's possible that only a few would even be able to learn it. Indeed, we only have 2 options. They're not great. But... Biggie know elsewise that might be worth dropping for it. Could drop Tailwind. Yeah, probably Tailwind, because Cut is just not good, but we can probably afford to drop Tailwind. Which unfortunately means now we'll have to probably look into dropping, because we're gonna want Quick Attack, that's for sure. So we'll probably be looking to drop Focus Energy for some move that is able to hit around Ghost types. Which is frustrating. I don't know. We might end up dropping Hyper Fang for Strength, because I think Strength's going to have same base power, but better accuracy, and I think maybe even equal, if not better, power points. We may not bother with Super Fang. Depends. Well, no, actually, now that I think about it, no, considering Clefairy should be able to learn, not Clefairy, Jigglypuff should be able to learn Strength, and that's actually a decent move for it in this gen. Yeah, maybe we'll go ahead and, well, but then, yeah, no, I mean, yeah, Super Fang still. I don't know, because I don't know if Hyper Fang is better than, there's the flinch chance. But that 10% accuracy is just really frustrating. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Meanwhile, we don't have any need for doing the encounter on the route to the right of us or in the Diglett Cave, so we'll do those after we take on the gym. Which, based on the timing and everything, we should have time for. Especially with everything I'm going to be cutting out. I should decide who we're actually going to lead with. Oh, well, based on this, yep, still Dream, honestly. After all, it shouldn't, the one element it shouldn't be is actually electric. Not that that's impossible, but it shouldn't. Nope. Oh, even better, it looks like it might be a ground gym. I think it would have to be, given the first one's a Sand Shrew. So, we get some good use out of Dream and his Water Pulse, her Water Pulse. Which then makes it a little frustrating that Water Pulse has such low power points. It's the only water move I know at the moment. So unfortunately, that's probably because... Yeah, one of the reasons that I put Mr. Nito in the, in the daycare is because we're not going to be able to have any grass moves on it until we can get a grass TM, so I figured don't bother having it on the team, leave it in there, and once we get a grass TM, I can head back, get it, and he'll probably be close to our level by that point. So that means the only super effectiveness we have against them is water. Ice Roll. And one more gym trainer, and then we can do the puzzle. Potion. Alright, we're starting at the right. That was lucky. Oh, shit. Well, that's fantastic. Hey! There we go! Haha! Let's go ahead and use a potion. That was very lucky. Down on potions. Honestly, at this point, our Pokemon's health is such that in battle we need Hyper Potions. We should be fine against Surge. Yep, Electric Pokemon saved him. So he went and got a bunch of ground types. And Rock, in this case. Your doubly weakness will only serve to increase my survivability. This should one-shot. And due to your level, I should get to level 22. Bada bing. Still not learned anything new, Dream? Nope. Alright, Cubone should not be applying. Yep, it's even lower level. Skoosh. Alright, bring out your ace. Face me. Right on. What level? 25? Not even. You don't stand a chance. Nope, not even a little. We really lucked out with that typing. And the fact that I went back and trained up Dream. Alright. I'm gonna give a Shockwave. I don't know if any of our Pokemon even can learn it. If they can, I don't know if any of them particularly want to, but we'll see. It would give super effectiveness against Lisa Popstar Biggie. It would be some much needed special attack, but not really on any of them. Well, maybe on Popstar, I guess. Would be bonus. Would be someone. I guess, yeah, we don't have anyone who's strong against water at the moment. And on that note, so definitely not Lisa for that. Well, let's check. What's Lisa's or Popstar's special attack? I think it's actually stronger than its physical attack. But maybe not at this level. It's pulling ahead slightly. Alright, yeah, that's pretty worth it. Shall we drop Sing? I feel like that's a no, though. Yeah, we'll probably leave Popstar with Rollout, Defense Curl, Sing, and then Strength eventually. So actually, probably not on you, which means, yeah. So for now, we'll save that for maybe an electric type that we catch that doesn't have a good electric move. Alright, we do, however, put Dream at the back of the party. Won't bother ordering you all completely, but whoever needs it the most, which looks like Popstar at 1048. Yep. Which is also most excellent, as that is our sleep inducer for the purposes of catching. Which is what we will quickly go over here and do. As well as grab any of the items on this route. Including an antidote, right? We need to stop by the Pokemon, or the Mart. Okay, get that. Our encounter on this route is Staryu. Interesting. Alright, we'll certainly try for it. Alright, we got the Sing off. 15. We can probably go to probably 2 or so. Definitely don't want to go for Rollout. That would just be dangerous. Yep, we will power. As long as it stays asleep. Right, which it will through the rest of this turn at any rate. Alright, that's good enough. In the yellow, it's asleep. Let's throw a Pokeball. Let's do this. Just like that. To name you. It's gotta be close. It's pronounced Beetlejuice. This is how the star is spelled. Right, and while attempting to avoid the gaze of so many trainers hungry for our blood, or I guess thirsty, hungry for our blood. I guess either way probably works. It works in that it is weird, but Mental Herb, that's should be worthless. Let's see what else we could have gotten. Nope, it's just another Staryu, so whatever was on this route, it was primarily Staryu, and why can't I escape? Pray tell. I'm 10 levels above you. Really? You're going to force me to destroy you. There we go, thank you. Alright. There. Shark Beak. Alright, that'll be interesting. We'll get some flying moves on somebody. Before we go let's slip over here and grab Silk Scarf. Ah, nice. Alright, the question is then, who do we give that to? actually have two Pokemon that could really use that. Oh, no, not use. Popstar could use it, but so could Biggie. Let's give it to Popstar. And let's see what the aid up here requests. If we meet its requirements. 30, I don't think I have. Ah, and it's only the item finder anyway. Sure. We are halfway there, though. Not bad. Still, only halfway there. Living on a prayer. Start anything up here. Doesn't look like it. There. And bada bing, we have done as much as I care to on that round. Alright. One thing that shouldn't be in here, Diglett. Or for the moment, us. I keep almost forgetting that we need to make a quick stop at Pokemon. Potions, among other things. Let's see, we're at 6, going to 4 to get us back to 10. They're only selling supers here, so let's go up to... We can afford 10 now. It's expensive, but... How many do we have of this? Sure. Flash that out to 5. How many of these do we have? We already have 6, we need for more. Awakening, we have 1. No, let's just get 2, so it's... No, hold on, let's buy 2 more, so it's at 3. Okay, Ice Heal, also at 3. And that should be good. Thank you, come again. And we're off. See what we can find over here. Wow, this is the furthest I've ever made it through the cave without an encounter. Ditto, you say? Now that's fascinating. So, we can switch out on this first turn to determine what it will be. What is the least dangerous to us? Unfortunately, probably Popstar. No, honestly, it's not really true. Because it'll have rollout, but it'll also have the same chance to miss. One way or the other, we definitely need to land a sing on it. Alright. Oh, for crying out loud. Well, apparently it had either a Chesto Berry or... Yeah, what thing it had was a Chesto Berry. Well, let's fish and see how much pound it is. Okay, that's pretty good, actually. 1 more pound should do the trick there. Bingo. And now, depending on how much... Alright, your pound doesn't do enough in return. If we can land... Yes! Land the thing, we should be able to catch it. Probably. I think Ditto doesn't have a great catch rate, but it's in the red, and it's asleep. And it's probably not going to be a great Pokemon to actually use, but it'll be cool to have. And certainly, again, we need our... As we saw over there, we need 30 in our Pokedex, and this makes 16. Because I'm clever, that's why. Alright, so, okay. Should almost be out. Just around the corner. Stinking awakening. Popstar just will not wake up. And we'll heal up with some remaining regular potions. And we'll call that good for right now. Are you... Let us out! Oh my goodness, this place is just way too long. finally. Is there an item up here? Oh, almost certainly, but it's hidden, so I'm not going to be bothered. Alright, hopefully you only require, like... Oh, you're not. I was simply mistaken. And you're the Abra for a... Oh, you're actually looking for a Meowth at the moment, for a Crobat. So we wouldn't even make that trade even if we had a Meowth. Yes, cut, please. Here you are. Please only want 15. 10! Alright, that's enough. Yes, of course we have. Thank you. Well, it just now occurs to me I had not thought of who I'm going to teach that to. Shoot, I guess we really only have the one option, don't we? Well, in that case, probably best to go ahead and commit then. Yeah, we will drop Pound for strength. We keep Sing because it's not a great accuracy sleep, but it's something. Yeah, we'll drop Defense Curl for Flash, and then we'll teach her some special attack. Swap for Rollout. And Flash isn't the worst move, it's just not great. Right, so let's see. Yeah, probably Shockwave then. And 60, so that's not bad. Alright, and let's check out what remains down here. I believe some items at least. Yep. PowerPoint Max, that'll be useful much later. Another upgrade. There's almost definitely perhaps on one of the flowers. Oh, alright, forget it then. Alright, so let's think. I believe our next destination from here is Rock Tunnel, and considering all the timing that's happened, I suppose there's just really nothing for it. Yeah, because there's quite a few trainers still on that route, and I think I'd rather go ahead and cut here, so we'll go ahead and end this episode here. Next episode, we'll be able to open... I'll go ahead and do the getting back to Celadon, or Cerulean rather, from here. In between episodes, do maybe some training, I don't know. It's probable that most of our Pokemon are right about where we want them anyway. So next episode we'll be attempting to get to Rock Tunnel, get through Rock Tunnel, and end the episode probably over in Celadon with a shopping trip. So, thanks for watching, and we will catch you next time.